Hello, and welcome back to Geek, Feng Shui. I'm your host and game master, Bob Sellers Jr. And shout out as usual our friends at Chaotic Good Brewing here in Casson, Minnesota. The gold standard in clear blue water brewing. Almost close to them is Under Pressure Brewing up in Golden Valley, Minnesota, up by the Twin Cities if you're up that way. Family friendly, pet friendly, in a gaming environment for one and all, whether it's board games or just chit chat. So today we are going to go back to our usual cup of Feng Shui before we delve into Diablo 4, which I've been having a blast with. I had not thought I would do hardcore until I went to do a video on Twitch and spent 3 hours with a character that died and discovered that, yeah, dying once is painful. Still, it's kind of like a masochistic draw to it, so we shall see. But the day is not the day unless I do a little bit of Assassin's Creed Old Faithful. Just the camera that most streamers would have had set before they started everything, but here at Geek Feng Shui, we fly on the cuff. Check out my books at sellersjr.com. Kill to Swine BBQ here on YouTube, also .com. Kind of given up on Twitch. I was having some issues with it, and to be honest, to get your videos to be stored, I prefer YouTube. Nothing against Twitch. It's a great platform, and the people that do work there, you can watch a ton of videos, much like you can on YouTube. For those that don't know, they released it for early release for those of us that purchased the upper 2 tiers of the game a few days early, and so I've been having fun playing the characters. For those unfamiliar, there's 2 flavors, not to be confused with Horde and Alliance and Warcraft, but you have regular, is what I affectionately called it Care Bear years ago, still to this day call it, where you can screw up and die and try again. Whereas hardcore is a whole different methodology. In Diablo 2, where I did it primarily, you could have a level 90 character you spent months leveling. Leg monster hits, or you walk in the wrong door and get distracted by your cat, if you had a cat. And boom, your character's dead. And if you didn't have anybody in the game to loot, you lost everything. I don't know about looting in Diablo 4. I've been playing solo. But you end up being a better player, in my opinion, knowing that death is real versus, oh, I died, I'll just go back and try again. It's addicting in its own right. I might start doing a daily Feng Shui of getting characters in Care Bear while I explore hardcore. The nice thing is your stashes are common as well as a go between characters of the different styles. So your Care Bear cache is not mixed with your hardcore cache, which makes sense. But the gold and everything else you collect is. And you have clans. Diablo 4 isn't for everybody, but neither is Assassin's Creed, but they're all for this geek as part of his Feng Shui.
Good day, good day. What do you have today?
Don't see anything of interest here.
Have a good day. Have you got a contract for me? There are contracts.
Conquered.
This pen, I bet some more. I'll see you later. Goodbye for.
So let's see what we're going to do here. Kill the predators. This is either the wolf and the snake, or the hog, which for barbecue pitmasters such as myself means pulled pork or pork ribs, pork butt, and for those not aware, pork butt does not come from the hindquarters. It's called a butt because that was the container that you used to ship them in, wooden butts. It just stuck. Some people who prefer shoulder over butt might, because they don't like to explain, not eating the butt end of a hog. Trivia. Speaking of which, using Echolink and my new ham tech license and having fun with a group that pops into a, what do you want to call it, a station or a repeater chat room of sorts. Well, do drop in. I spoke to people in England, India. Normally with ham radio, you're limited to what you can reach with your radio. With the internet, you can use a repeater much like you can with your actual radio, and that repeats your signal, as the name implies, to much longer range. As part of the test, you also learn about atmospheric bouncing of your signal. That's how people with radios without repeaters and big antennas can reach across. And there are people, there's a term called ironically sad ham, as I stand over a dead hog. These are people that are particular to their views, pushing on others. I unfortunately ran into one, which I didn't understand why he was talking the way he was, until I was going down wormholes on ye old YouTube and discovered the term and said, yeah, that's what that guy is. Also, if you're out in Shields, for example, or any of your other outdoor stores, you can buy regular walkie-talkies, which are GMS or GMRs, I can't remember the initials. And the antenna is non-removable. Those are regular family walkie-talkies. But if you buy what looks like a walkie-talkie and the antenna comes off, that's GMRS, which is more powerful, and you need a license. And I am the proud owner of one. It's $35, no test, but it has longer range, and therefore they're both channel oriented, much like CB radio is in a sense. But yeah, they get caught using one without the proper license. You could be in a world of hurt if somebody turns you in and the FCC tracks you down. But there's people that will say, well, that's not ham radio, as well as people who think that Echolink on the internet is not real ham radio. Yet you have to have ham license. Let's try a little hit and run and see what happens. So while they're looking over there, we are going to go up over here. Remember, we're out playing the UI. Makes life interesting as you're doing these quests. So by drawing the other soldiers away, left our target unprotected. And therein lies the Dailies. Well, my focus for a while will be Diablo 4. I'll still come back here and I remember to do my dailies. Short and sweet and to the point. Check out my books at sellersjr.com. Weird Wild Westerns. Currently working on the next series, which will be a space opera. And before you ask, no, it's not about singing in space, because as everybody knows, no one can hear you scream or sing in space unless you're on your comms and you have it open and you're listening for it. Sorry, space movie joke. I don't know if the freebie is available yet. Nope. So therein lies the dailies. Again, a shout out to our friends at Chaotic Good Brewing here in Casson, the Gold Standard in Clear Blue, Minnesota. Clear Blue Water, Minnesota Brewing, with a close second to Under Pressure Brewing up in Golden Valley, Minnesota. Check out their links and stop by and check them out. Family friendly, pet friendly, and full of fun. And with that, I'll let you get back while I go do some Diablo 4. Have a good one.